Hello everyone, today I'm going to make a quick video on one of the most important features in Zcash Wallets, which is the payment request URI. And so there is actually a Zcash improvement proposal which defines these payment requests, and we can find that. By the way, if you haven't already, go to zips.z.cash and you'll find here everything to do with Zcash features. So the Orchard Protocol v5 transactions, so that's like NE5, and cross-chain atomic transactions. It's literally got everything. But for today, we're going to go to zip 321, which is payment request URIs. And so payment request URIs, that's Universal Resource Identifier. And in this instance, it's QR codes. So we've got an abstract here. This zip proposes a standard format for payment request URIs. Wallets that recognize this format enable users to construct transactions simply by clicking links on web pages or scanning QR codes. And so it gives us the syntax here. Let me zoom in. So these are all the components that form a full payment request URI. And so this actually enables you, it gives you all the pieces you need in order to build your own. And so why this would be useful is really commerce. This enables you to create QR codes that can be used for making sales. So you can create special QR codes, let's say for special items in your store. And once a customer of yours clicks a link or scans a QR code with a Zcash wallet, it would pre-fill all of the information, so it could even be it could like provide a receipt for their transaction, like a copy of the order that someone's selected in your store, or it could like provide a form, and we're actually going to get into an example of that just now. And so how you would do this is, so it's got all the components such as the amount, the memo that you want to fill in. And so very important here, the memo itself must not exceed 512 bytes. And so we've got a valid example here and a bunch of invalid examples as well. But for now, let's paste the valid example into a text editor. And so it's pre-filled the address, the amount, a memo, and a message like thank you for your purchase. And so let's actually grab the address. So here we've got a Z address, and we're going to replace this Z address. So if you want to do this, you can take this valid example and replace the test sapling address with your own Z address. And it's also got the amount, so you can also select the specific amount that you want to receive, and you can also choose a memo. But this memo is not in plain text. If we go back to the syntax and zoom in a bit, we can find that the memo parameter is encoded as base64 URL. So we take our plain text and we encode it into, let's say, so actually a real example of this, we can go to here, and I've pre-written an example of what a memo might look like. And so just to give some background here, ZecHub has this extras program, and we're inviting people to become patrons. They can buy an NFT and they can get access to workshops, Twitter Spaces, a magazine, and a bunch of other stuff. And so normally we would expect people to purchase this through the Avalanche NFT marketplace. But of course we're a Zcash organization, and so to encourage that, we've given people the option to make a payment in native shielded Zcash. And to do that, we've created this special memo or special QR code that if someone scans it with a Zcash wallet, all they need to do is fill in their Avalanche C address and we will send them an NFT. So if we go to base64, we enter our message here. Oh, sorry, this is decoding. What I want to do is encode. So we can encode it, and here we've got a bunch of text. Perhaps if you wanted to do something more simple, we can encode it here, and here we've got our base64 encoded memo. So we can go back here and we can replace the example text with our text, and we can even remove the message altogether. So here we have our payment request URI. So we can copy that and we can head to a QR code generator. Make sure you select text here, and we can paste that in. And here we have our QR code. So if we download this, we can share this on a website, or we can share it on social media. We can include it as part of some promotional material in animation form or in a poster or what have you. And perhaps interestingly, you could even encode it into like audio or something. You can do whatever you want. Here you have a QR code. If someone scans it, they will get the message and they will get the pre-filled amount in Zcash, and that's super useful. As I explained in this example for ZCub Extras, we actually had our text that we'd prepared, and so if you have a Zcash wallet on you at the moment, you can scan this shielded address and test it for yourself. I'll probably leave it on screen for a couple of seconds. You can see we've set our early bird pricing to 0.5 ZEC, and so if you scan this, you should get the message and you should get that pre-filled amount. And if you have an AVAX chain address and you also want an NFT, then thank you. So today we've covered payment request URIs. I'm just going to go very quickly into how you can do this in YWallet. And so I've looked for it in Zingo, and I'm not sure it's provided there. I would like to know if it's available in Nighthawk. I think this is a super powerful feature that can be included in Zcash wallets, and so I would like to see it in other wallets. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing something. But to do it in YWallet, all you need to do is click the QR icon here, and you can select sapling and orchard, or even transparent as well, and you can set your pre-filled amount here, 0.7 SEC, and here we have some memo field here. And just to point out, if we go to free2z, or if we go to zecpages.com, you will find that there are tons of ways that this can be used. So in the example of Zec Pages, and this was actually the first time I'd come across the use of QR codes in this way, you will notice that when I'm typing words, that the QR code is dynamic, it's changing as I'm typing. And you can select to post and tweet, and you can see, because this is a different amount for a simple post or a post and tweet, or to highlight the text on Zec Pages, the QR code changes as well, because here we have the full URI being printed on screen, and as we change the amount, the URI changes as well. And so you can build applications with this. Free2z is another example of how these dynamic QR codes can be used for applications. So I think I've gone through everything. Just the final thing here, once you've completed your personalized your payment request, if you click the QR code, you'll get the option to save it, and you can share it on social media, and you can add it to your store for your specific item or collection or what have you. And yeah, I hope this has been useful and educational. I would actually like to make another video on Zcash memos. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Thank you.